One bright and peaceful morning in Arendelle, everything seemed perfect. Elsa was enjoying the serenity of the snowy mountains, and Anna was helping prepare for an upcoming festival in the village. But suddenly, a messenger from the North Uldra arrived at the castle gates with alarming news. Deep in the enchanted forest, a mysterious labyrinth of ice had appeared overnight, trapping everything within it. The labyrinth wasn't just made of ice, it was alive. Shifting walls and frozen tunnels would change on their own, disorienting anyone who entered. The North Uldra believed this strange phenomenon had something to do with an ancient elemental spirit, Glacieron, the spirit of eternal winter. If Glacieron had awakened, it could spell disaster for both Arendelle and the enchanted forest. Worried, Elsa knew they had to act fast. "We have to go," Elsa said, determined. "Together," Anna insisted, ready for another adventure by her sister's side. With Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf in tow, they traveled to the enchanted forest. Upon arrival, they were greeted by a chilling sight. The labyrinth of ice stretched as far as the eye could see, its towering walls glowing with an eerie blue light. The entrance was massive, and every breath of air seemed to freeze as it left their mouths. The trees around the labyrinth were encased in ice, and the wind howled with an unnatural cold. "I've never seen anything like this before," Elsa murmured, her ice magic feeling strange in this presence. It was as if the labyrinth had a mind of its own, stronger and older than her own powers. The North Uldra elders warned the group that anyone who had entered the labyrinth had not returned. Despite the danger, Elsa and Anna knew they had to go in and find a way to calm the elemental spirit, Glacieron. As they ventured inside, the walls immediately shifted behind them, sealing their path. The air grew colder, the frost thickening on the walls. "Stay close," Elsa warned, summoning her own ice magic to guide them. But the labyrinth was no ordinary maze. It reacted to their movements. One moment, they would be walking through a straight path, and the next, the ice walls would curve and twist, splitting the group apart. Before they knew it, Elsa and Anna were separated from Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. "We have to find them!" Anna shouted, her breath visible in the frigid air. Elsa nodded, but she knew the labyrinth was testing them. As they ventured deeper, strange visions began to appear in the ice, reflections of the past, but twisted. Elsa saw an image of herself alone, ice creeping up around her, while Anna saw herself lost in a storm, calling out but hearing no response. "These are illusions," Elsa said, trying to stay calm. "It's trying to make us lose hope." But Anna, as always, refused to give in to fear. "We'll get through this. We've faced worse before." Her optimism was unshakable, and that gave Elsa strength. As they continued, Elsa's connection to her magic grew weaker. She tried to form an ice bridge to cross a chasm, but the magic faded before it could fully take shape. "Something's wrong," Elsa said, her voice tense. "It's like the labyrinth is draining my power." Anna grabbed her sister's hand. "We'll find a way. You're not alone in this." They pressed on, moving deeper into the heart of the labyrinth. The cold intensified, and the walls became more unpredictable, spiraling in unnatural directions. Then, finally, they reached a large frozen chamber at the labyrinth's core. Standing in the center was Glacieron, an enormous, shimmering ice being, its form constantly shifting like a blizzard in human shape. Glacieron's voice echoed through the chamber, cold and ancient. "Why have you come? My winter is eternal. No one can stop the cold." Elsa stepped forward. "We're not here to fight you. We want to understand why you're doing this. Why trap the forest in this endless winter?" Glacieron's icy eyes glowed as it responded. "The world has forgotten the power of winter. The other seasons take, and soon winter will be no more. I will make them remember." Anna, standing beside Elsa, boldly called out, "But you don't have to destroy everything to be remembered. Winter has its place, just like all the other seasons. But people need to live through all the seasons, not just one." Glacieron paused, its icy form shifting in contemplation. "You speak of balance, yet you are tied to fire, warmth, and life. Why should I believe you?" Elsa, now realizing the truth, spoke calmly. "Because I am the bridge between both. I understand winter's beauty and its strength, but also its danger. If you allow balance, winter will always have its place, and it will be respected, not feared." For a moment, Glacieron stood still, and the ice around them stopped shifting. The cold in the air began to lift ever so slightly. "Perhaps," Glacieron murmured, "I have forgotten that even winter must rest." With that, the icy figure began to shrink and dissolve into the surrounding walls. The labyrinth, too, began to melt away, its towering walls crumbling as the temperature rose to something more bearable. Anna and Elsa reunited with Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf just as the last remnants of the labyrinth disappeared. The enchanted forest returned to its natural state, no longer frozen in Glacieron's eternal winter. As they prepared to head home, Anna smiled at Elsa. "Another adventure, another spirit calmed. Just a regular day for us, huh?" Elsa chuckled. "Yes, but this time it's thanks to your words. You're right. Balance is the key." The group returned to Arendelle, knowing they had once again protected both their home and the enchanted forest. Glacieron's power had been contained, and winter would come again, but only when its time was right. As they stood on the castle balcony, watching the first gentle snowfall of the season, Elsa whispered, "Balance, Anna. That's what makes everything beautiful." Anna smiled. "And as long as we're together, we can face whatever comes."